This is another formula I'm going to give out to know and find out if a patient that is sick will live or die from that sickness. Our people of old did not begin to treat a person without finding out if the person will die or live. There were many methods. I've given out the one on meat and the dog. That was last week. This is another simple method as to find out if a patient will die in that sickness or he will survive that sickness. And you know that in those days, hospitals were more than 100 miles away from where people were dwelling. And they saw sickness as maybe as evil, and the death as evil, as people are seeing them today. And they had no idea of sicknesses. They have no idea of cause of sicknesses. Not to talk of medical or surgery in those days. So the method is when a person is seriously sick and they are confused, and we have taken the person to many places for cure, no way, no solution is on site. Try to get the person's urine in a cup and look for breast milk of a woman that is feeding her male child. Let her give you a spoon of her breast milk for this experiment. But today, in those days, it was easy to get this from people because of trust. But today, there is fear that when you take a woman's breast milk, you may take it and go and harm or injure or kill her, or maybe kill her baby. I don't know how sincere those beliefs are founded. I don't know how sincere they are. But if you have a relative that trusts you, or a family member, or even a neighbor that trusts you, when we are young, when we have eye injury, we used to go to women that are breastfeeding female babies. They will give us their breast milk. We will drop it in our eyes, and before the next morning, the whole thing will clear. The date or whatever the eye we just crawl out from the corner of the eye, from the cornea. Then you clean it. So if you can get a spoon of breast milk, then get the person's urine inside the cup. What you will do is you pray over it and drop that milk, some drops of that breast milk inside on top of that water, that urine water. Then if the urine sink, if the milk sink inside that cup and reach to the bottom, the patient will die from that sickness. He will not make it. He will not survive it. But if you drop that milk and the breast milk float on the urine without sinking, the patient will survive in that sickness. The patient will not die in that sickness. The patient must continue living until when the time for the death of the person will now come. The person will die the real death. But the person must come strong again, continue his or her own activity. So the message and teaching is simple. It looks simple, but we don't value what we get cheap, and we don't value what we get free. People need this type of experiments to know. Many people are spending money in the hospital, millions, and that some people will spend millions in the hospital, and then when their relative or relation dies, they begin to borrow money for burial. No money again for burial. No money again for the school fees of the children of the sick or the dead. You see, I know we will not live forever on earth, but I know that people that admit patients in the hospital that know that they are going to die, they're cheating the relative for that patient. They're cheating. Many doctors knew that the time has come for the person to die. They will still admit to collect money. Some part of the world does not do it. They will tell you to carry the patient and go, that the patient is going to die. You will now know what to do. You now begin to prepare yourself from there. So, this message is important to some people. Share it. Press the share button. Deliver the message to other people that may need the help. In my next video, I will educate you on other methods to find out if a patient dies or lives.